Hello guys, welcome back. So we've actually been working on this video for a while. And I wanted to test if the insight was so. I had another demon. I just used demons so you guys know who I'm talking about, trying to come through for a while. And I knew they were because everybody wanted to talk about them. I'm like, oh god, no, no, please. When everybody wants something, it's when I see humans getting this out of control. They think it's the magical ATM of demons or gods or whomever. And I'm like, I'm not. Don't even drag me into this. And I was discussing it with Asmodeus and the others, and one of the things I've seen working with this particular demon is King Payman, before you ask, is when I looked up the videos, my stomach just did a belly flip because these people all seem so out of control and they're screaming about power and wealth and getting revenge on people. And I'm like, I don't want this in my life. Does he literally drive people insane or does he attract the insane? Which is it? And I had looked around. I had done some research before and I did some research today. And it's a thing of a lot of people are attracted to demons, especially after every Hollywood movie, especially after every TV show, and they think they know shit because they saw a movie and they saw a TV show. And we went through this with Loki. And the last people standing at the end of the day are the people that get an actual genuine relationship, because the people that are out for money or fame, they eventually get bored or they jump on the next hot thing because they need that, because they're trying to make money, they're trying to get fame, they're trying to do all this other stuff, and so they don't stick around. And you never know if somebody's actually working with a god or a goddess. You have to take them on faith. I can't prove I work with Loki other than my crazy life. Nobody can prove they work with anyone. It's just, it's something I want you guys to keep in mind. And as I'm watching a lot of the people the demons attract, I realize the vast majority of them watched a movie or watched a TV show. I think it's kind of why you get Loki first sometimes. And they took that and they took a bunch of stuff from Hollywood horror movies and they made their own brand of working with demons or something. And I'm like, this just doesn't appeal to me. And the problem is a lot of the people are approaching it as give me, give me, give me, give me. And Asmodeus and Asmodeus's way, or it might have been Mammon. I normally hadn't listened to this one. I wouldn't call it a podcast, but maybe a let's read or something. And when I first started listening to it, it was pretty nice. It was ad free. And then they got greedy. And I mean super greedy. Have you seen the people on YouTube that are desperately greedy? Like, it's a 5-minute video and there's literally, I'm not exaggerating, 10 video ads in there. And some of them are half-hour trailers and they expect you to sit through all of this for 10 minutes worth of content, right? And you don't get the whole 10 minutes because there's a break, and it's never where there should naturally be a break. It's not like TV where you watch and then there's a natural break, and then you watch and then there's a natural break, and they have designed around this. No, it always disrupts the flow of the content. And it was kind of Asmodeus saying, this is what greed is like. This is what you humans are like. You're interesting enough? But every 5 minutes, gimme, 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 want, buy, 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 I want this, I want that. So it was kind of Asmodeus pointing out that that's the vast majority of stuff that I'm going to find, or you're going to find, or anyone's going to find when you start looking into demons. Treat it the same way, and this is being very useful for me, you would treat working with any other gods or anybody else. You normally would not run up to Loki or Odin unless you're suicidal and start demanding shit. I mean, unless you're dying of a terminal disease and you're looking for a miracle, that's something else entirely, but you don't just go to them and demand this and demand that and demand and demand and demand, demand. The old man will knock you on your ass and so will Loki. And they can not only take back stuff, if you cause a problem, they can take back more than they gave. Most people, that's never going to happen, but you know there are always those truly rotten people who get attracted to whatever they think is going to give them the most power. They really don't give a damn if it's a demon or a god or an angel or a ketchup bottle. If they think it's going to give them everything they want, they will work with it. If I made a straight face video about the magic powers of ketchup bottles, I can assure you there will be at least a few greedy people that would go out and get ketchup bottles and be working with this shit. And they would be making ketchup bottle talismans and everything else and selling them and telling you about the great mystical powers of ketchup bottle, even though it's bullshit entirely made up. And, it's not like this is my first rodeo with demons. One of the problem of working with demons is that a lot of people purposely publish disinformation. They will publish lies. They will say they do it to protect working with actual demons. They will say they do it because people who aren't properly called don't deserve to work with demons and deserve to get hurt. Or they will say if you're really working with demons, they will tell you don't do that. They will give you a billion reasons, but some people do deliberately publish misinformation. They're really nasty people. The only thing I've found out so far is you get the ones that want to work with you. And for the love of the gods, don't call them. They're not a cat, they're not a dog. Don't snap your fingers at them or draw something on the floor or threaten them or anything else. Treat them like you would a god or goddess. Now, my problem with dealing with them is I'm the other way completely. I don't want anything from them. I mean, like nothing. And they're getting frustrated and they're getting upset and they're like, you have to let us give you something. This is how this works. And that isn't me being special pagan princess. That's how the relationship works. A god, a demon, an angel, whomever gives you something, you give them something back. It's not like you're not keeping tallies and receipts, but it's how any relationship works. It's how, having a parent or a child or workmate or whomever, works. So I have to learn to let them give me things, but I'm so afraid of becoming greedy and becoming graspy. I don't want anything. And they're like, no, you have to learn to just relax and let us do stuff. And I was really upset about today. I was like freaking out. And poor Asmodeus couldn't get through to me. Mammon couldn't get through to me. Eventually, Payman's like, look, we know you're trying to be a decent human being, but you're doing too damn good a job of it. You have to let us give you something. Just relax and let us lead the way. If we lead you to something and we give you something, great. If we don't, that's fine too. Stop trying to worry about whether you should ask for something or shouldn't. Just let it happen. Like you would with any other god. Like, if Loki wanted to snap his fingers and cure my eyesight today, he probably could, but he might think, you know what, you're getting around fine. That's one of the hardest things to tell people coming into paganism is that, none of our gods are genies. They're not just going to snap their fingers and grant you wishes, and neither are demon or jinn or anything else. Getting giggles back here. Because they're not going to just snap their fingers and give you something you don't truly need. If I can get around fine with my health issues and my eyesight and all my other problems, that's not going to change. And that's actually okay, because that's not their job to change every little tiny thing in a human's life. They understand we want proof. They understand we want a sign that they have good intent and goodwill with us. And so far with King Payment, it's been a thing of, I'm going to start messing with your VR because that's the most precious thing to you. And if I get your attention and I have captured your attention, then I will give it back. And it's working fine now. And it was like, oh boy, I got a couple now that can do that trick. I think they teach each other. I really do. I think they're like, watch this, take her VR away. She'll lose her mind. Then she'll do anything you want. So we're just going through that phase of they're all here. Whomever wants to be here will be here. But it's going to be a relationship of mutual respect. It's never going to be me trying to come on and sell you cottage made pendants or something else, because that's borderline disrespectful. There's one thing in wearing something like I usually wear my cap as a sign of faith, as a sign of healthy pride in the gods or whomever you serve with. But there's something wrong entirely of thinking that if you go out and you buy this statue, or you buy this candle, or you buy this, they owe you. That's creepy. That's like thinking somebody owes you something because you took them out to dinner. Fuck you, it was food. They could have went to the supermarket. So, yeah, Becker. So it's just a thing of they know I'm disgusted seeing that because, every time you are going to see something come out, like a movie or a television show or something, this interest in demons is going to pop up because there's a Christian idea out there that they will give you all the fucking stuff you want. And they're not any more than our gods are. Our gods are not magical ATMs. Demons aren't magical ATMs. They're not going to give you earthly power. I actually wanted to cry for 2 minutes straight because it seems like a king payment especially attracts just nut jobs that are after power or endless whatever, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I really don't. To me, we're working together, and I told them whatever you want addressed as, that's fine. King, Lord, whatever you want to be referred to as a demon or God, a spirit, angel. I really don't care. Just not that ketchup bottle. Look, he's like, people are gonna go get ketchup packets and try shit after this, right? Because they think it's hidden wisdom. He's right. Anyhow, guys, I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it was kind of like it was like a light bulb just turned on. Asmodeus is like, this is what humans are like. Every 2 fucking minutes, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. We don't want that shit. But at the same time, you should take, what those that love you and care about you, want to work with you, are willing to give you. Just it's impossible to put into the English language. It's just like in a marriage. You should be happy to accept whatever your beloved wants to do for you. If they like to be the one that cleans or cooks or whatever, great. You're not taking advantage because that's what they're happy to do. But you shouldn't just start demanding they do things or not be thankful for the things they do. That's just rude. So there we go. I think that sounds like a really good example. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Bye bye.